Hi, so it's Saturday and today I'm going down to Altrincham to record a bit of a violin solo, a protest kind of song that we're doing. It's a cover of Twisted Sisters' We're Not Gonna Take It, and it's basically, excuse my cat, doesn't like not getting attention right now. Basically because of the arts not being taken into account and being told we need to retrain and etc. So the project's called We Are Viable, and I'm just going to play a little bit on it, and I've done some art for it as well, which I'll show you later on. So I've got to check down to Altrincham for that. I've got to be there at 1. It's nearly 20 to 12 now, so I need to start heading off because Altringham's a bit of a trek. And as you can see, the weather out there sucks. But that's the price you pay for living somewhere as cool as Manchester. It's occasionally you have to go out in the terrible weather. Great. I left my umbrella on the bus. So the recording today was calamitous in places. What happened was, because it was like a really small space and I had to, because recording violin is apparently quite complicated. So basically I had a small space that I could stand in, and there was a mic in front of me and a mic behind me. And so I was like right against this wall. And just as I was getting ready to record, I like banged the scroll, like the headstock top bit of my violin, on the back wall. That somehow loosened one of the strings, I think it was the E string, and then I went to fix it, not paying attention because I was talking, and I accidentally overtuned the A string instead, so that then broke, and the E seemed to have broken as well. So I was like, fuck. So I told Mike, the guy who was going to be recording me, and he luckily rang his friend who had a music shop that was about half an hour walk away, and the guy said that he had violin strings. So then we went there, bought the strings, and then we walked back, did the recording, took about 15 minutes. I came home. Also managed to leave my umbrella on the bus, as I mentioned in the previous VT. So and it's the rainiest day that we've had for a really long time, so great job. I'm not normally this flaky. I don't know what was wrong with me today. It's been really weird. But you know, all is not lost. I had a really nice conversation with Mike, the recording guy. Like, sort of got to know him a bit. So like that was really cool. He's a really stand-up gent. Then I got home and I was drenched, and yeah, just like changed my clothes and dried my hair. And yeah, I've just been sitting off for a little while, just not really doing very much. I've got some stuff to be doing in my art studio. That's the room we're in right now, as you can see. So here's what I'm currently working on. This is called Autumn's Lady. Now, problem I'm having here is I've made her face look quite weird. I was going for like a sort of sweet maternal adoring expression of her like looking at the fox asleep in her lap, and instead I've sort of made her look like Nicolas Cage. So that needs some editing. More pressingly, I need to finish this painting, which is a commission that I've had for ages from my friend. But it's done, and it just needs like sort of the background colour consolidating, because I've sort of gone over that a few times, and like, you know, mix the paint differently each time. So I just need to basically mix up a shit ton of purple and go over that so it's all one concise colour, and then that's done with this painting, because like it's so out of my comfort zone, and it was my... Sorry, I'm going to stop doing that, it'll probably make you feel seasick, spinning on my chair. He originally wanted to buy my Clockwork Heart painting, and insert a picture of it now. He originally wanted to buy that off me, and it's already been bought by someone. So then he said like, well, okay, do a commission for me. And so I wanted to do something similar, but a little bit different. And because he's a software techie guy, I thought he'd appreciate this. And he seems to like it, which is good. So I just need to get that finished and do the actual transaction, which is exciting. What happened? We flashed forward in time. Confusing, I know. So, ta-da! That is the finished piece. Yeah, I'm going to send my friend a message and tell him it is ready. And then I'll be rich. I have slightly more money than I have now, which is always nice. It's cold and it's stormy and I'm working and I'm really bored. You know the news though? I did a coconut hair mask this morning and I just washed my hair on my dinner break at work, and like, look how good my hair looks. Oh my god, I love my hair so much. So pretty. Ugh. Bye. Ah yeah, so for Halloween, Inktober, whatever you wanna call it, I was doing Emily Hare's Strangetober. She's an amazing artist, go check her out on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. But yeah, so like, in order to do it, I bought loads of these little 4x6" canvas boards. And then just did it with acrylic paint, but unfortunately I've only done the first 7, and now it's the 27th of October, So what I'm thinking is I might just do the last 4 or 5, however many it is, in the next few days, and then do all the ones in between after that, because the prompts are great, which is why I really want to try and finish it. And also I never finish these things because like I'm busy and I get distracted and I'm just bad at sticking to things generally. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. I think today's prompt is hooting galoot, which is a pleasing little bit of language, isn't it? So yeah, I imagine that being like some kind of owl slash turkey slash chicken type creature, just like sitting in a tree being a nuisance. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All of these paintings, by the way, are £20 each, plus postage and packaging if you are interested. They need some varnish, but otherwise they are good to go. So yeah, hit me up if you're interested. Going to a pub quiz. Somehow the pubs are still open. I don't really understand what tier 3 is supposed to mean. Oh. Yeah, we have to have a meal. Oh no.
You can only get served. Well, actually, you don't. But
what, the person who's booked a table has to have a meal?
Well, no. It's like you can only get alcohol if you're served a meal.
Oh. So I can do what I want because I don't drink.
Yeah. It's probably both techniques.
I'm definitely gonna get all the food. I'm in that kind of mood. Hey friends, just come back from the pub. I had such a nice night. I don't think I've mentioned this so far, but like I've got a herniated disc in my back, and it's been causing me problems since like for about a year now. But in the last 6 months, it's been particularly bad. So like I'm on codeine all the time. Just to kind of mean that I could get out of bed in the morning, basically. Because of that, I've become even more of a homebody than I was before. And the times when I do go out and see my friends, I tend to kind of get a bit tired of people quite easily, because I don't drink anymore. When everyone else is getting drunk, I get to a point where I'm just like, everyone's talking over each other and repeating themselves and just being really just drunk, basically. And so I kind of end up being like, I'm gonna go home. Yeah, because of all those factors, I just hardly ever go out anymore. And tonight I went to my friend's pub quiz. We almost won, and Matt and our friend Ben had to do like a dance off to Thriller for first prize.
1 minute to dance to Thriller. If I get bored, I'll cut it down to less than 1 minute. But are you ready? Go! One's dancing, one's having a fit.
Which one?
Something evil's lurking in the dark. Remember social distancing, bitches. You are so bad at dancing. You're the whitest two motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. Right, that'll do. Give them a round of applause.
Matt didn't win, but it was so funny. I feel like it's reset me a bit. Today's been quite hard just because like I've been feeling a bit down on myself the last few days, feeling like I'm not good enough at violin, I'm not good enough at art, all those things really. All the things are important to me. I feel a bit like more energised and stuff from going out and seeing some friends and having a bit of a change of scene. I feel like I might actually make a video about this because I am someone who lost what should be the best years of my life, like teens and 20s, to mental illness. So all the things that like are really important to me, such as playing violin, I've been playing for a really long time, but I've had like these big gaps of like 4 or 5 years in between where I've just lost momentum, or I've just been like really mentally ill, or I've had no self-esteem, or a combination of all three sometimes. Instead of focusing on myself, the instability of like not having a permanent place to live, not knowing if the people that are important to me in my life were going to stick around, like partners or friends or whatever, those kind of levels of insecurity on this like really fundamental level meant that I didn't really have the headspace to do stuff like art and music because I was so focused on trying to get that base level, you know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's that kind of thing. I'm sort of in the process of forgiving myself for the fact that I wish I'd spent more of my younger years doing stuff that would have served me better now. But a friend said this to me the other day, and I said this to her, like, I wish I'd known all this stuff much younger, and like my life could have been so different. She was just like, you wouldn't be the person that you are now if that was the case. And she's absolutely right. And I really like who I am now. So I just kind of have to get this idea out of my head that I should be a better artist. I should be a better violinist at this point. And this kind of shame that like there are people that are younger than me that are better at these things than me, as if that really means anything. I have to let go of the idea of that like road less travelled. But where I am now is really good. Apart from the back problems. But that's fine. So yeah, I need to just let it go. Let it go, let it go, and so on and so forth.
Guns and drums and drums and guns.
Drums and guns and guns and drums.
Yeah. Guns, drums, guns, guns.
Guns, drums, drums, guns.
Yeah.
Okay, can you turn it down a bit so I can hear myself?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. Wait, I need to figure out what I'm singing first. Guns and drums and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Is that right? Or am I singing harmony first? The drums and guns and guns and drums, hurroo, hurroo. The drums and guns and guns and drums, the enemy never slew ya. My darling dear, you look so queer. Johnny, I hardly knew ya. Does that end all right?
Yeah. That's fine. But the lyrics are nearly slew you.
Okay.
And yeah, make sure it's guns, drums, drums, guns.
Guns, drums, drums, guns. Drums and drums and... Well, drums and guns and guns and drums, hurroo, hurroo.
That's good, but it's guns and drums.
Guns and drums, okay.
Yeah, guns
sorry.
first.
Guns and drums and drums and guns. Drums first.
Guns first.
Guns first. Drums and guns and guns and drums, the enemy nearly slew ya. Sorry, I fucked it up again.
Let me just have a listen to both.
Okay. Guns, 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 guns. Guns, guns and drums, guns and drums, guns and drums, drums and guns, guns and drums, drums and guns.
Take that.
Guns, 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 guns. Guns.
I'm going to turn
Guns,
the
guns,
mic
guns.
up a bit actually.
Guns and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Guns and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. Guns and drums and guns, the enemy nearly slew ya. My darling dear, you look so queer. Johnny, I hardly knew ya.
Yeah, that's the one.
Can you tell the boys and girls what it's for again?
It's for. Don't put it that close to my
I
face.
will put
I
it as
can't even
close
see
to your
what day,
face as
Johnny. For a cover of Johnny, I Hardly Knew You, the old folk song.
the old folk song.
Uh-oh. No,
Did you delete it? I'm
No,
not
I
doing
didn't
it
delete
again.
it. I just.
Guns and drums and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. With guns and drums and drums and guns, hurroo, hurroo. With guns and drums and drums and guns, the enemy nearly slew ya. My darling dear, you look so queer. Johnny, I hardly knew you.
Cool man.
It's good.
Coming to a Matt Heartless and the Maverick 7 album near you. Soon. Probably not very soon.
Soon, is it? It's like,
Probably
it's
like
on
a
this
couple of
album.
years. Yeah. After the first album's out. This might be on the second one. Haroo, haroo. So you're gonna do Katya?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, beautiful
Yeah.
Katya. Mid-yawn. Hello. Hello. Is anyone in there?
It's not how I can change as well.
What do you mean it's not how echo chambers work?
Well, it needs to have a reflective surface, and that
Oh,
and the surface of a pumpkin
science.
is very, very soft and very absorbent.
Don't accept jokes that are scientifically inaccurate.
Yeah, sorry, being Captain Pedantry.
That, what you just saw, is going to be my part in the video for We're Not Gonna Take It for We Are Viable, manchestermusicians.org. I don't know if that's what it's going to be called. My friend Lucy, who's organising the project, and whose brainchild it was, I think like she's done a good job in like capturing a moment, and I'm hoping that like some good will come of it. So the background of this is that a little while ago, because obviously we're living in strange times and there's the pandemic, our Chancellor of the Exchequer, who is a Conservative, in an interview said something along the lines of people who are in the arts, we can't afford to support them, so therefore they'll need to retrain and do something else. And there was this really patronising ad campaign that went round of like a picture of a ballerina called Fatima saying like her next job might be in tech, who knows? Because obviously that's more useful than entertainment, because if you work in the arts you're essentially a waste of space, because no one watches any films or listens to any music or likes looking at any pictures. Like, that's just not a thing anyone does. So we're all just wasting our time, and we should all just get into software or being a Tory MP, I suppose. I don't know. I think that's the logic behind it. So that is going to be in the official video for We Are Viable. Hello, my friends. So I've spent the evening just redoing all my work because I was just putting my video together and it crashed Yay! I love when that happens. So for the last like 4 hours, I've just been redoing what I did all week. But I've done it now, so it's fine. But unfortunately, you'll have to wait to see more of my artwork for next week's instalment of my life vlogs. I might call it that. Probably won't. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I'm hoping I'm going to do one of these every single week. But I'm not going to make a commitment of that because life happens, right? And I'm, you know, subject to the whims and forces of the universe. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And join me again next week. Mwah. Bye.